Hearts captain, Davy McPherson, leading out the Tynecastle men. Very small mascot being brought onto the field also, but Hearts coming out for the new season with renewed hope and optimism. So a tremendous welcome for the Celtic team as they take the field. Beautiful playing surface at Tynecastle and conditions absolutely ideal for the opening of the new season. There's no Tosh McKinley or John Robertson in that Hearts team, but John Cahoon is fit and he plays up front. And that's a powerful mixture of youth and experience, with a likely midfield trio of Gary Mackay, Neil Berry and Eamon Bannon. And the Yugoslav Huzrev Muzemek is the new striking hope up front. £200,000 from Red Star Belgrade. He's 28 years old, so he has lots of top-class experience. And young Davy Kirkwood too makes his competitive debut. 21-year-old, cost £100,000 from Rangers. He's wearing number 3, but he can play at the back or in midfield. And Celtic leave out Anton Rogan from their starting lineup, so that Tommy Burns is at left back to use his experience behind young Steve Fulton on the left side of midfield. Andy Walker joins Rogan on the bench. There's a first look at Jackie Dziekanowski, who's already endeared himself to the Celtic fans. He cost £600,000 from Legia Warsaw. He has 51 caps, a new character undoubtedly for the Scottish game. And Mike Galloway ironically plays his first competitive match for Celtic against his former club Hearts, who received £500,000 for the 24-year-old in the close season. And he's already had quite a reception from the Hearts fans. And the referee this afternoon, Mr. Douglas Hope from Erskine, one of our top referees, his first year on the FIFA list. There's always a special tingle on the first day of a new season, and there's no difference here at Tynecastle this afternoon. Tremendous atmosphere generated by this capacity crowd. And there was Muzemek going heavily into Roy Aitken in the first major challenge of the match. Aitken playing at centre-back alongside Derek White in the opening stages. Alan McLaren, the young Hearts full-back, determined to make an even bigger name for himself this season. There's Peter Grant. Galloway beaten in the jump by Bannon. First free kick, foul by Grant on Berry. And it's very interesting to see that Hearts have opened up with a very adventurous three-man defence. 3 at the back, McLaren, McPherson and Levine. That's allowed Davy Kirkwood to push into the right side of midfield. There's Levine. Bonner is committed. And despite that collision with Muzemek, makes a very good first save of the match. The calm figure of Tommy Burns picks out Morris on the right. A challenge by McPherson, penalised by referee Douglas Hope. Hearts skipper clearly unhappy, he ran behind Tommy Coyne and was arguing that he played the ball first. He's confessed to having a little bit of sympathy with the big defender on that occasion. Dziekanowski waits. Stave plays it in. There's the big striker! Good handling by Smith, but Dziekanowski left his marker. And that's a warning for the Hearts defence, no question about that. Look at this delightfully chipped free kick from McStay. Dziekanowski on his own, and a header well taken by Smith. Levine. Ferguson was played onside by Morris on the near side. Break on for Hearts. Ferguson has been able to control that. Well, first blood this afternoon, I think, will be crucial. Clarence header, there's Cahoon. An awkwardly dipping ball from the right. The wind swirling. Bonner happy to collect that. Morris. Levine trying to judge the bounce. Goes down quickly by Paul McStay. Well, that's almost a happier season injury-wise for Craig Levine. Celtic get the throw. That's a fine turn by Dziekanowski. They're taking on the Hearts defence. Delightful play. disappointment only was the final cross. Stay popping up on the right. And a great effort there by Morris. The cross came from Galloway. But Celtic throwing Chris Morris forward to join the attack at every opportunity. It was Paul McStay who laid it back to Galloway. The whipped cross, Morris at the near post, and it's just past the upright. McLaren playing it against Chikanovsky. This is Cahun and now Mackay. John Cahun again. Here's Berry. Good positioning here by Muzamek on the right. And Derek White attempting the pass back on the volley with his weaker foot, the right. Giving a little bit of a scare to the Celtic fans, but Pat Bonner was at his most alert. Muzamek nodding it down towards Ferguson. He's in the clear now, away from Aiken and Morris. Well, the intention there was clear from Ian Ferguson. You have to think, had that been on his right foot, he might have done better. But look at the way he won this from Roy Aiken and Chris Morris. Worked his way into that shooting position, trying the chip shot with his left foot, and it carries too high. Boston's header, there is Stay. London's getting to the pitch of the ball. Well, a bump off the ball there by Kirkwood on Coyne, allowing Hearts to come forward with McLaren, then Cahun. And this is Mackay. Hearts looking better as the game goes on. Aiken did well in defence. Chikanovsky. Bolton has gone forward. Running into Ferguson, that's Mackay and Cahun. Good turn by Cahun. So he loses. Great play by John Cahun, and this is Berry. Morris was in the way. There's Mike Galloway trying to tidy up. So it is to Celtic, but what superb flank play this was from John Cahun. Look at the way he held the ball up, suggested he'd play it back, then turned beautifully, used his skill and his strength to go forward. A superb ball inside for Neil Berry on the run, and Chris Morris was there to block the shot. Barnes forced to turn back a yard or two, but Celtic showing plenty of patience. Good play by Bolton, finding a gap inside the Hearts half. Trying to get away from Kirkwood. Well, it was really fine play by Fulton, which brought that foul about, because you could see the way he screened the ball as he went forward. He kept the ball on his left side, which meant a tackle by David Kirkwood was almost inevitably going to produce a foul. Roy Aiken is there. Chikanovsky and Galloway. Derek White has stayed back this time. And almost an own goal. A relief there for Neil Berry and for the Hearts defence. Henry Smith hoping, I think, that the referee had missed that, but the free kick whipped across, skidding off the head of the defender, and that could so easily have been the opener. Person dominating, and there is a penalty kick. It was Roy Aiken who was fouled, and the ball was in midair. Muzamek and Aiken have been tangling regularly inside the box. And the attentions of the Yugoslav spotted there by Douglas Hope, the referee, and Celtic have a penalty kick. Half an hour on the clock. Muzamek was the culprit. He's offering no argument at all. That's not, I'm sure, because of the language barrier. Caught dead to rights by referee Hope. That is Tommy Coyne with a chance to put Celtic ahead. By Smith, but it's 1-0 to Celtic. Tommy Coyne the scorer. Oh, what a moment for Tommy Coyne, his first competitive goal for Celtic. Coming from the penalty spot. He took it well, but what a great effort this is from Henry Smith in goal. He guessed right, threw himself to the left, his hands to the ball, but it went in off the post. Spinning off the head of Aiken, right wing in Gravely. Bannon did well. There's Berry. Mozambique now in the attack. Bannon comes to meet it, took his eye off the ball for a second. Well, now referee Hope has given a free kick against Cahoon. Well, I thought that Pat Bonner had that well under control until he took his eye off the ball to have a look at Cahoon for a second, and that was the main reason I thought why he didn't make a clean catch. Nevertheless, he has the free kick. Going in behind McLaren, followed by McPherson. Fulton to McStay. Here's White. Galloway helping it its way to Morris. Good running by Morris. And great anticipation by Dave McPherson. Quinn doing some wandering now up front for Hearts. And an excellent tackle there by Roy Aiken. Kept his eye on the ball. Winning it cleanly, and now up with the attack for Celtic. The early ball inside. Magnificent from Celtic and from Tommy Coyne. Roy Aiken celebrates as well he might. He was the creator of all this. 34 minutes on the clock. Tommy Coyne celebrates again. But just look here at the contribution made by Roy Aiken. It started with a tackle on John Cahoon on the halfway line. Winning possession there, sprinting forward to take the pass on the right. The slanted ball across the face of the goal. A nightmare for defenders, and Tommy Coyne is there. Well, 2-0 to Celtic, and what a bust that has been. Hearts will now require to draw all their fighting qualities to get back in this match. But always in the look of a match where the first goal would be very important indeed. Celtic snatched that, now they have a second. And the management team breathing more easily now as Galloway goes forward. Celtic fans jubilant now. Bannon again doing well against Galloway in the air. There's the layoff by Ferguson to Mackay. It's an awkward deflection and excellent goalkeeping by Bonner. Well, that's the kind of effort a goalkeeper dreads. Gary Mackay setting himself for the shot, hitting it firmly. It took an awkward deflection, spinning high in the air, and Bonner reacted quickly. Well, Berry. There's McLaren. So both sets of players, I think, now anxiously awaiting the half-time whistle. They put so much into this opening 45-minute period. And either side looking to give anything away in these closing seconds. There goes the half-time whistle. The first half, a triumph for Tommy Coyne, and something of a disaster for Huzdrev Muzamik from Red Star Belgrade. He was the man who was spotted with that blatant push on Roy Aiken, which gave Celtic the penalty kick on the half hour, taken well by Tommy Coyne, and then a sweeping move down the right by Celtic. Aiken's cross, Coyne's finish, making a half-time scoreline a healthy one for Celtic. At half-time, it's Hearts 0, Celtic 2. The Hearts get the second half underway with a very major task ahead. They've got to pull back these 2 goals scored by Tommy Coyne in the first half for Celtic, who began to look very impressive indeed as that first half wore on. And certainly well worthy of a lead. Although Hearts fans would undoubtedly feel that the 2-goal difference was a little bit too much on the balance of play. Hearts certainly opening in impressive style, but Celtic certainly finishing the first half looking much the better side. Juganowski holding off Levine. This is promising again for Celtic. It is an accurate cross. Too high for Grant. Kirkwood turned to the side for the corner kick. Well, This is good play again from Jiganovski over on the right. Look at the strength here. He holds off the challenge from Levine, makes for the byline, pulls over the cross, which Grant couldn't reach. There's Paul McStay. Back from White. Away from Bannon. A point-blank save from Henry Smith. Tommy Coyne was denied. Well, that was as close as Coyne could come to a hat-trick without getting it. Look at the way McStay beat Bannon at the byline, pulled this back, a drilled first-time left-foot shot, and what a save it is from Henry Smith. Collision there involving Aiken, Grant and Gary Mackay, who was the victim, so it's a free kick to Hearts. Hearts came off second best on all 4 occasions against Celtic in the league last season. And they now have to pull back a 2-goal deficit if they're to take something from their opening match. They're going to do that. They'll have to start making an impact up front. There's Ian Ferguson. Towards Berry. Scrambled away by White. Good free kick this, taken by Ian Ferguson into the path of Berry, who caused some consternation at the back for Celtic. Away again by Derek White. Coyne stepping in to rob Ian Ferguson as his filter on the break. Here's Paul McStay now with a chance for Celtic. Coyne gets his hat-trick. 54 minutes gone. A superb goal from Celtic, and Tommy Coyne gets his first hat-trick in Celtic colours. Well, a new hero is born for these Celtic fans. It really was superb football again, right from the back from Celtic. It was Steve Coulter who came sprinting forward on the left, played the ball inside. McStay controlled it brilliantly, drove forward through the inside right channel, held it up there for Coyne supporting from behind, and a deadly finish to leave Smith helpless. So 3-0 to Celtic, and surely now the points are safe as Dave McPherson goes forward. Free kick given for the challenge on Ian Ferguson. Well, the task now looks to be beyond Hearts, filling by those 3 Tommy Coyne goals. A lot of the Hearts fans clearly think the same. They're leaving the match already. There are still 35 minutes to go. But the Hearts fans, they're departing, have seen enough. So, set piece for Hearts to exploit with Ian Ferguson, the dead ball expert. Sean Cahoon is also involved. Berry lays it back. Here's Mackay. Chance for Muzovic. The best chance of the match so far for Hearts, falling to Muzovic. There was an offside flag up, but there certainly was a little bit of a lack of sharpness here. The ball broke for Muzovic. He turned on it to shoot it beyond Badfather and past the far post. The change now being made by Celtic. Jiganovski has gone off. He's done enough. On comes Andy Walker. Well, I don't suppose that'll be much consolation for Hearts. Jiganovski seems to be carrying a slight injury as he leaves. The point surely now safe. And Andy Walker coming on will be very anxious to make an impact and retain his place in the side. Gary Mackay turning it back on into the minute of Paul McStay. A great chance again for Celtic's 4th. Here's McStay. Inches wide. Paul McStay acknowledging his teammates inside. He tried to do it all by himself, as well he might. It's Gary Mackay with an awkward spinning ball in midfield, who turned it back into the path of McStay, driving forward, looking for his first goal of the season, slanting that across Henry Smith, and passed for the goal. And now Hearts make their first change. They're taking off Eamon Bannon, bringing on young Scott Crabb as the replacement. 21 today he is, his 21st birthday. So this is a day he'll undoubtedly remember. What a fairy tale it would be if he could change the trend of this match. There's Crabb, his first touch. Now Cahoon. There's Ferguson. Normally so deadly. Well, what a scramble it was around the box there. John Cahoon in the thick of it, taking the pass from Crabb. Breaking back, forced across into the gap for Ferguson, who was under immediate pressure. Galloway and Berry going for the ball. Throw the Hearts. This time it'll be a throw taken by Chris Morris for Celtic. Galloway through the middle. Walker gives chase with McPherson. And Dave McPherson will be relieved about that. He didn't get any real power in the header, and Andy Walker couldn't reach it before it was collected by Smith. There's McPherson. Muzumic going up. Then it goes to Ferguson. Turned over by Bonner. Ian Ferguson showing his shooting power once again. Well, it was set up by Muzumic with a head flick on, and there was Ian Ferguson, determined of a shot-at goal, and that was a test for Pat Bonner. Corner kick it is. John Cahoon will take it. Ferguson stayed up. There's McPherson, and this time it's in. Hearts' first goal of the season. Bonner is beaten. The captain, Dave McPherson, leading by example. Well, it's too late, I think, to make any significant difference to the outcome of the match. 5 minutes only remaining. A straightforward goal, the corner kick from John Cahoon. McPherson using his height to get up with that powerful header, and Bonner couldn't keep it out. Coyne helping it on towards Walker. A hefty challenge there by McPherson. It appeared to come off Walker, but the referee gives the throw to Celtic. Rain falling steadily now as we go into the final minute of the match. Here's Fulton. Now Grant. Tackled heavily by Gary Mackay. Hearts coming forward once more. Here's Muzumic chasing through the middle. And down he goes in a tangle of legs with Roy Aitken. The Hearts players are incensed that no penalty's been given. And indeed there's going to be trouble for Neil Berry. Muzumic is on the ground. And Neil Berry's protest will result in a booking. Hearts fans also very angry indeed about that. Well, as the ball was played through and Muzumic was the major threat racing through the inside right position, Aitken coming across, the two players colliding heavily, the referee taking the view that was accidental. That's White to Fulton. We've got 2 minutes of stoppage time in this second half. There's McPherson. Cahoon's header brings the match to an end. Rather a sour note with tempers rising and players getting into trouble. It all became a little bit messy towards the end, but Tommy Coyne, the hero of the hour for Celtic, with a hat-trick, a penalty kick and a fine goal from close in the first half. Then an excellent shot from just inside the box in the second half. Coyne takes a salute of the Celtic fans. It's a comfortable win in the end. Celtic win the 2 points. It's Hearts 1, Celtic 3.
Tommy, could you believe you'd get a hat-trick in your first game of the season?
I was always hopeful of getting a goal in the first game. You're always looking forward to getting a good start, but to get a hat-trick, it's fantastic. The
first goal was a bit of a nervous one for you too, the penalty kick. Was that a big ordeal for you?
It came at a good time for us. I think it was about halfway through the first half, and shooting into the Celtic end as it were, I think that helped me. But the goalkeeper got a hand to it, but luckily went over the line.
How do you feel about that and the difference of scoring against not scoring for the rest of your performance? Did it give you the boost that you were looking for?
Oh yes, when you score, I think, well, especially when you score 3 goals, you could run all day, and you just hope the game would never end, really, when you've scored a few goals.
Were you conscious of a crowd reaction?
Not really, no. As long as we got off to a good start and got a victory, I've been quite pleased with that, but to score the goals, as I say, is more than...
Now, the 2 goals from open play were quite memorable. How do you recall the one that, the second goal, for instance?
The second goal, I think there was a move up the right wing, and somebody, Mike Galloway, I think, released Roy Aitken, and he got to the byline, played a near post cross, and I just got past the front post and side-footed it in.
And how about the third one? You supported Paul McStay for that one, I recall.
Yeah, well, actually I knocked the ball from somebody's edge of our box, and we broke away. Paul made a great run, and he broke into the box for a shot, and just as he was about to be closed down, I asked him to backheel the ball to me, and I just side-footed that home as well.
Now, you'll be aware, of course, of the new signing that Celtic have made, which puts even more pressure in front places. You feel this hat-trick will make a big difference to your own future with the club?
Well, it's great to get a few goals. I mean, to repay the manager's faith he's had in me when signing me, and I think when you sign new players, it gives you that bit more boost to do well and be in the team.
Billy, a 3-1 victory, comprehensively won. Was that beyond your wildest dreams?
No, we wanted a victory, Jock. We wanted to play well, which was more important. I think we achieved both things because we did play well in the games. The third goal in particular was a marvellously worked goal, right from our own goal area, culminating with Tommy Coyne slotting away a hat-trick. So, apart from Tommy scoring, and apart from the move, you know, the pattern of the play was good for us. They came into the game at different times. In fact, we had to work hard, not so much in the earliest part of the game, but just after that we had to work hard. And I think that's what makes it more satisfying.
You had your new men, of course, on show, Jaganowski, who seemed to do very well. Were you pleased with his first performance?
Yes, it's going to be difficult for him because he's a target, he's a front player, but he's got so much skill and he's got so much going for him that he's going to be a big player. Obviously, I'm delighted for Tommy Coyne because he's come in and he's scored, and that takes pressure off the front players just that little bit. I've got Andy Walker to bring on, or indeed to compete for places, so it's not a bad position.